Hello everyone, this is Paik Parmar and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Alright, so today I am gonna go over the trades which I took on 15th of November 2021. So without a further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's start with the 15-minute point of interest. Here we can see that we are in a bearish market. We generate some liquidity here, we swapped it and we get a break of structure to the downside from here. Okay, let's take this candle. We have a break of structure and the break of structure came, this break of structure came from this candle, so that's why I took this candle and mark my point of interest here. Also we have another break of structure here. Okay, so that's why I took this candle and mark my point of interest, but what happened is we didn't get any reaction, instead we just break through, so that's why I took this order off and we got a change in character here. Also what happened here is we generate some liquidity here. We swap this liquidity with this candle, then we break the structure to the upside from here. We have our break of structure here. So that's why I took this candle and mark my 15-minute point of interest. As we can see that we again tap into our 15-minute supply zone and we get a break of structure to the downside. So we again in a bearish trend. We are in a bearish trend again. We have this break of structure. So as we can see, the market was consolidating here, and after this consolidation, market breaks structure to the downside. So because of this break of structure, I took this 15-minute supply, this candle, and mark my 15-minute zone here. After breaking structure, what happened is this price get a quick move up, we get a mitigation here, and we get another change in characteristics here. So that's why I took this candle and mark my another 15-minute point of interest here. Also we get another break of structure to the downside here, so that's why I took this candle and mark my 15-minute point of interest. So after this series of mitigation, the price melts to the hell. So these are my 15-minute point of interest from where I took entries. Now let's jump on to our 1-minute time frame in which I took my entries. Right, so in London session we tapped into our 15-minute demand zone. After tapping in, we got a quick reaction to the upside, and we have this small reaction from this supply zone. We break this supply, so that's why this becomes our flip, and I have my buy limit here, but I didn't get tag in here, so I removed it. After this we get a quick move to the upside, and we tap into our 15-minute supply zone. So this was our 15-minute supply zone. We swept all this trendline liquidity here. Equal highs. So after sweeping this liquidity, we get a quick move to the downside. We get a change in characteristic here. Also we have a flip from this little candle. We get a reaction, then we fail this reaction here, so that's why this become our flip. So after this flip, I take this red candle and mark my 15% and place my sell limit here. But what happened is I didn't get sorry, I get tagged in, but I lose this trade. So yeah, I have 1.5 pip stop loss, and because of spreads I got tagged out. So I lose this trade. So after that we melt to the downside, and we again tap into the demand zone from where we got a flip. So after tapping into our demand zone, we get a change in characteristics here. Here we got a change in character. So after this change in character, I took this small candle and mark my 15%. By the way, this trade was a counter trend trade, because on higher time frame we are bearish. So I placed my order here with a 1 pip stop. Okay, and I was basically targeting this 15-minute supply zone because we were still bearish. So that's how in this trade we bang 6.6 hours. So after this trade, again we tap into our 15-minute supply zone. As we can see, we swept all of this liquidity, call highs, and we get a mitigation to this candle, and we get a mitigation to this candle. We get a mitigation here. After this mitigation, we again break a structure to the downside. So also we have a supply and demand to supply flip here. So this was our demand, and I marked this hole. So what happened is we just tap in here, we get reaction, and we fail this reaction here. So this becomes our flip. That's why I took this candle, mark my 15-minute point, mark my 50% here, and place my sell limit with a 1.5 pip stop. Okay, this was 1.5 pip stop, but again we lose this trade. Instead of here, we get another mitigation to this extreme point. We have this extreme mitigation here, and again we get another change in character to the downside from here. So after this change in character, we can see that we have another supply to demand flip. We have demand to supply flip. So this is our demand, what happened is we tap in here and we fail this demand here, so this becomes our flip. That's why I marked this candle and place my sell here of 50% of it with a 1.5 pip stop. Okay, sorry. Okay, okay, I have 1.5 pip stop loss, and we get tagged in here, and we ride this whole move to the downside. So after this rapid move to the downside, I place my stop loss to the break even and let my trade run, because in higher time frame I know that we are bearish, so I have a bigger target in my mind. I was basically targeting the daily low, which was here. Okay, here we have a daily low. Okay, so this was my target, and I was trailing my stop loss according to my 5 minute structure. Again, we created a 15-minute point of interest here. What happened is we break structure to the downside here. We get a mitigation here. We get a mitigation here. We swept all of this liquidity, and we get a change in character to the downside. Here also we have a supply to demand flip here. We have this candle. So we have this demand, we get a reaction, we fail the reaction, that's why this become our flip. This demand becomes our supply. Again I mark this candle and place my sell limit. So this was the scaling for my first entry. Again we have a I think we have 1.5 stop loss, but I gave it some breathing room and make it 2 pips. So I have a 2 pip stop loss, and again I was targeting daily low, and I was managing this trade from 5-minute structure. So yeah, these were the trades which I took on Monday, and in this trade we banked 34.25 hour. In this trade we banked 53.2 hour. We lose 2 trades. One trade here and one trade here, and also this we won this counter run trade and banked 6.6 hour here. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like, share with your fellow traders, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe, have fun, and peace out.